Alright, we're back again, everyone, because we have a new OGL version 1.2, and it's a step in the right direction, but it's still a blazing dumpster fire. That ultimately, what has happened with this one is Wizards put out a new OGL that they're intending to be play tested, quote unquote. Um, and it has not improved on anything, honestly. So there's three major issues covered within this. And before I get fully into this, I just want to make clear, again, not a legal expert. I have done some research, and I have everything organized this time, so referencing everything should be slightly easier. But this is, don't take my word as gospel. So problem number one with this is the deauthorization of the original Open Games license, which it says is not authorized anymore. And there's a lot of language of the word quote unquote irrevocable. Let's see if I can't find it. Or unlicensed content. Oh wait, hold on. This license is perpetual, non-exclusive, and irrevocable. It's funny that they use both irrevocable and perpetual, because this is the OGL version 1, the original, makes specific note that this OGL is perpetual, which the definition of is never ending or changing, which means it legally cannot be canceled. You legally cannot end the original OGL. You can build upon the original OGL, but you cannot revoke it. Irrevocable. Not able to be changed, reversed, or recovered. Final. We'll get into why this is important in a moment, but by virtue of the original OGL being perpetual, means Wizards legally cannot can that one. So strike one. Let's see. Up here, it also says in this bullet point, core D&D mechanics, blah, 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 are licensed to you under the Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 International License. That's great and all, but it's already been decided by SCOTUS that game mechanics are not copyrightable. You can't copyright game mechanics, Wizards. So saying this, while good PR, this is a vacant statement. This means nothing. So, strike two. Also go back to step one as well, because also in the deauthorization of the original OGL, it says it does not mean that any content previous published under OGL 1 needs to update its license. So you both deauthorized it and didn't deauthorize it, which part one of that you can't do, and part two, obviously, why wouldn't you be able to? Stupid argument. And then we get to the most egregious thing. Right here. Well, there's a couple of different segments here that we need to talk about. And basically, let me find it here. I'll cut away and come back when I find it. Oh, here we go. It was actually up a little bit. Under section 6F, no hateful content or conduct. You will not include content in your licensed works that is harmful, discriminatory, illegal, obscene, or harassing, or engage in contact that is harmful, discriminatory, illegal, obscene, or harassing. That's fine. That's a fine statement to make. The problem comes with the next sentence. We have sole right to decide what content or conduct is hateful, and you covenant that you will not contest any such determination via any suit or other legal action. And then further down here, under section 9G, waiver of jury trial. We and you each waive any right to a jury trial of any dispute, claim, or cause of action related to or arising out of this license. Wizards has sole determining power of what is allowed to be published using this OGL, and you cannot countersue if you accept this OGL. Now, again, the language of the document specifically says that it's only to be used in certain situations. However, having a statement that says we have sole right to decide what is hateful completely undermines that, because it gives you blanket immunity and allows you to depose anything that you find, what you wizards find problematic. Good in concept, but you cannot have you can't do that, because that's so easily abusable, and you can't be countersued, which is an even larger problem. So strike 3, I forgot to say strike 2, maybe, I don't remember. My memory is not what it used to be. But strike 3, go back to the drawing board, get rid of especially this bullshit about how we cannot sue or cannot take you to court over this garbage fire of a document. This whole thing reads like a dumpster fire, a blazing inferno that Wizards is just attempting to pee on. It's doing nothing. Like, the only modification you need to make is hateful or discriminatory content is not licensed. All the rest of this shit is null and void. Just stop trying to update the OGL, guys. It doesn't need to be updated. It's fine as is. That's it. I reject this. A large portion of the community in the responses to this being posted on Twitter rejected this. And ultimately, this version of it needs to be reworked again, or not even attempted. Figure some shit out. Stop trying to force your community continue printing money for you if you're not going to make any attempt to further your own ability to produce content for the community. All right? This is just hilariously bad. But anyway, that's all. That's all I have to say. I want to remind everyone that we're all just trying to get through this crazy world one day at a time. So remember to be excellent to each other. Keep a close eye out for deals that do not treat you excellently. I'll see you in the next video. Adios.